Hello everybody, Nana does. What's up Wednesday? Hope everybody's doing good. It's hump day, people. 24 hours after the tariffs went into effect. Gotta tell you, we are ready. Mwah! To all my hangers-on for hanging on. All the new people that are coming in and subscribing to this channel, helping it grow. Thank you very much. Give us a little subscribe there. Give us a thumbs up. Thumbs up, always good. So we're going to get into a little bit of, Jesus, Donny, what the hell? And in case you can't read this here, this is, everyone relax. The Canadian is here. We're all on edge, right? But it's going to be all right. It really is. And all I got to say is, okay, Donny boy, game on. That's what it is. Game on. We have gone into the corner. We're dropping the gloves. Elbows up. And Team Canada is going over the boards. That's a fact. The production line is up and running. And you think you're tough, Donny? You ain't seen nothing yet. Not even 24 hours into the tariffs there. And there's your boy. Whining and crying. Yeah, 24 hours in. We're tougher than that. We're tougher. We can hold out for a long time, Donny. I'm just saying. You ain't seen nothing yet. You picked the wrong country, Donny. Now, we're polite. We respect the rule of law. We respect other countries and their laws. We work together with our allies, not for them. We will go above and beyond to help our neighbors and our friends. And you give us a gut punch? You sucker punched us in the head, Donny. That's not cool. Man, oh man. We all know these tariffs have got absolutely nothing to do with fentanyl or people illegally crossing from Canada and the United States. Even your ATF guys and everything else were talking about the drugs. They didn't even mention fentanyl in the last 2 weeks that was coming across. So tell me how much is pouring into your country. Ugh. So, Donny Baloney, I think it's all because of what you owe Putin. And old Putin there, he's a sly old fox, him. He keeps moving that bar a little further down the line. And you are too stupid and too much of a loser to see it. Because all you see is the dollar signs. You don't see what's around you. Gotta look around. You gotta be woke, Donny. You gotta be woke. You gotta get in there. You gotta do it. That's what we're doing. That's right. That's what we're doing. Elbows up, Canada. Elbows up. And here's what's in store for you and the country that you are running into the ground. You have no plan. You have no logical thought processes whatsoever. You are on the road to ruin, and you're dragging everybody in your country with you. You're stupid, Donny. You're stupid. Even our Prime Minister said, some people think you're smart, but what you're doing is pretty dumb. You are nothing more than a fart in a friggin' hurricane, Donny. You're blowing every which way, and all you're doing is spreading your stench around the globe. That's all you're doing. And that's not a strength, by the way. I'm just saying. So, you put the 25% tariffs on all goods coming into the United States from Canada. Don't you feel good about yourself? Break your arm patting yourself on the back. You think you're strong and you're tough? You have no idea who you're up against. Canada's got it together, buddy. Not taking that shit sitting down. Just saying, we're not taking that shit sitting down. First off, we Canadians have our shit together. We really do. We planned for this bully bullshit. As of Tariff Tuesday, Canadians are not vacationing in the U.S. We quit doing that as soon as you started with the February 1st. We knocked off traveling to the States. We spend over $20 billion a year in tourism in the United States. $20 million from Canadians. And that money, that gets you to have 140,000 Americans employed in the tourism industry. That is, by the way, just starting to get back on its feet after the COVID hit, that you did nothing about. It'll pass. By the time the spring comes, it's going to be full churches on Easter Sunday. Yeah, feckin' Egypt. More and more Canadians are cancelling flights and hotel rooms left, right, and center, and they're all selling their vacation homes. All the snowbirds, they're selling all their homes in Florida, Arizona, Texas. They're losing people left, right, and center. They're fleeing. And we aren't worried about losing deposits on those trips or those vacation packages either. You know that. Because we're smart, us Canadians. We usually buy cancellation insurance. Just so happen we have to cancel you. But anyway, you have to wonder. Your spy organization, the CIA there, you made them fire a whole bunch of them. But see, the ones that have a sound mind there, all the good ones, they've retired them with the golden handshake there as they were going out the door. But you know what? Since you got in, 7 weeks since you've been in office, your democracy's dying, Donny, but ours is getting stronger and louder. That's a fact, Jack. We quietly shook our heads when you got arrested. What again? We just shook our heads when you won that election. It was like, oh, sweet Jesus, what are we in for now? And then we started to get a little vocal when you started talking about tariffs. Now, we realized that you are our cracked out neighbor in the basement apartment of our house. And all you're doing is smashing holes in the walls and shitting on the floor, Donny. Now, in between long, incoherent rants about some invisible boogeyman, you have to make up stories to try and pass off your bullshit. Doesn't work. You're the cracked out crazy person in our basement. That's what you are. So now you either clean up your piles of shit or we will make you squeal like a pig. Every bottle of American-sourced alcohol in alcohol, wine, beer is off our shelves, buddy. The LCBO of Ontario is the largest buyer of alcohol in the world. Yeah, LCBO stands for Liquor Control Board of Ontario. Yeah, we're the largest. And we buy a lot of American booze. Not no more. That's all in boxes. There's other shelves there now. We're all doing craft stuff now with other smaller breweries and stuff. People don't want to give up their alcohol. And trust me, I gave up alcohol, but there was a good reason. Because all of this and liquor ain't a good idea. There's people you could ask. Just saying. So yeah, every province across our 9,000 square mile border says sorry. Not sorry. Except for maybe the Wicked Witch of the West there, Alberta's Premier Danielle Smith, who's too magnified out there to tariff our feckin' enemy. Go figure. But Ontario, Quebec, Newfoundland, they control the power to around 1 million U.S. homes and businesses in the United States of America. And apparently a 25% tariff on power coming from Ontario, Quebec, Newfoundland, to the United States going to be slapped on you right quick. It's already in effect. And if you even think about upping those tariffs again, because you're all on your bully pulpit again, oh yeah, they tariff me, we're going to tariff them again. You go right ahead, Donny, because then there's going to be an extra 25% tariff in surcharges on anything you do to us. So you're just cutting off your weenus to spite your friggin' hand. That's what you're doing. So even if you think in a week or 2 or 3 you're going to do that, we have our own plans. Now, our Premier, Doug Ford, I'm sorry, I just threw up a little in my mouth, has ripped up a $100 million contract with Iloni Baloney Mussolini there. But, you know, Mussolini, you might be able to get a deal with that traitor out west there, the Wicked Witch of the West. She might give you a deal. Your precious stock market is starting to lose ground. 7 weeks in a row, Donny. 7 weeks in a row. Holy shit. There's got to be some kind of a record. Something goes back to about, 5 years ago. Just saying. But it's bad, Donny. It's bad. Joe Biden's administration's market returns were the second best in history. Yeah, second best in history, like the real history, Donny. You know, the stuff that's written down in books, not this shit that you're spewing out your ass, pulling them numbers out. No, not that. The real history, Donny. And you know what? Who was number one? Who was number one? Say it. Say it, Donny. That's right, Bill Clinton, another Democrat. He was number one. You know, the guy that balanced the budget? Yeah, that guy. When Joe Biden was the president, 401ks, college savings plans, and nest eggs grew leaps and bounds. But now that your douchebags are firing avian flu researchers, and now they can't find them because they got rid of all the information because they're stupid, because they can't go over to the IRS, because they fired all of them too. Nobody can have eggs whether they're in a nest or not because of you. Because you wouldn't do anything about avian research. Maybe that's going to pass in the spring too. Maybe you can bring your chicken to friggin' church Easter Sunday. You are about to crash the bull markets, Donny. And you wiped out all the gains since the beginning of the year. You wiped them all out with your bullshit. You do kind of have a record, sort of, like a 7-week plunge in stock market and a 7-week plunge in your voters' confidence in you. Frig. Your MAGA congressmen and women are getting their asses killed and they're getting their asses booed right out of buildings all across the United States in these town halls and stuff like that. So much so that you don't want your name tarnished, so you've forbidden them to hold town councils with their constituents. You're running scared, Donny. You're a scared son of a bitch. Somebody needs to give you one of your get a little soother there, because you're a big sooky baby, a big soother and a blankie, and maybe a teddy. Oh, well, you got Vance and you got Elon Musk. Maybe you can cozy up with them. But anyway, yeah, they're getting booed out of their town halls. Way to fast track the Dems in 2026. I'm just saying. Everything you touch turns to shit. It really does. Donny, you're a MAGA loser. That's what you are. Even the MAGAs are turning on you now, for Christ's sake. Oh my God, I didn't think he meant me. I didn't think he meant me. He was just going to get rid of those other people. But now look, I don't have a job. Yeah, well, your pull-ups runneth over now, Donny. I'm just saying. Us Canadians are not ones to blow our own horn or pump up our chests, but we are survivors. We are buying Canadian now, Donny. French's mustard, Canadian. Healthy chickens and eggs. Ketchup chips. If you haven't tried them, don't knock them. Butter tarts, they're Canadian. Female bacon. You guys call it Canadian bacon. It's female bacon, for Christ's sake. That's what it's really called. Maple syrup, Canadian Club whiskey. Yeah. And now your cheerleader, Howie Lutnick, always smiling and clapping. Donny, yeah, our president, yeah, isn't he great? Well, after all that, making fun of Canadians and bullying us and telling us we're going to feel it, you're now bending over really far to the right now. To our Canadian premiers whining and crying, oh, don't tariff our booze. Oh, no, you can't tariff our power. Oh, no, what about our car industry? Call a fucking ambulance. Jesus Christ, Lutnick. It's only been 24 hours. Pull up your drawers there, boy. Give yourself a wedgie. Give you something to feel. I don't know, boy. Trump says, oh, Howard will work tirelessly to protect our workers and our wealth. Your stock market's going all the way down. That's what's happening to your wealth. Anything that you get on the stock market with Donny, tanked. All of it. Elon, his stock's tanking. Our leaders are budgeting for EI, it's unemployment insurance for you other folks there, to be bolstered. We're dropping prices on Canadian-made goods for Canadians during this unprovoked attack on our economy. We are working on reducing tariffs between provinces too. And ever since you set that date of February 1st, the initial tariff date, 80% of Canadians started going out looking for Canadian-made products so we could buy our own instead of buying anything that you're sending up here. 80%. Got it. Give your head a shake, Donny. You hear anything in there? Now, the stores, Doug Ford wants to put through some legislation there that all the grocery stores and stuff, and anybody that sells Canadian goods, put a little Canadian flag under the goods that are sourced in Canada. Or 90% sourced in Canada. But don't worry, America. They're going to put American flags on yours too. They are. Just so we can know what not to buy. So we're buying Canada as much. We got some of the best beef, pork, chicken, turkey in the world. That's why people want to buy from us. So anyway, we're dealing with them other people instead of the Americans. We'll see if they change their, Lutik though, bawling and crying, 24 hours in. What a pussy. He is a pussy, a whiny pussy. And now he's begging Trump, oh, Jesus, you got to lower them tariffs, it's killing us. Yeah, well, you should have fucking thought of that before you did it. Just saying. So, all you MAGA maples that are up here rooting on Donald Trump, good luck. Just want you to know, everybody in the States, just want you to know that Mike Myers sent us. Elbows up, Canada. Elbows up. Naughty Nana loves you, rest of you. And it's not Americans, it's Donald Trump and them assholes that he put in his administration that's doing this to you. So we are with those Americans. Naughty Nana loves you. Be good, be safe, and please be good to you first so you can be good to somebody else. I love you. Oh, Canada. We stand on guard for you. Mwah. Take care. Love y'all. Don't forget to subscribe and thumbs it up.